Okay, happy Friday, everybody. We've made it to the end of the week and we're talking about self-care this week. And I hope you found it really helpful. I think we've covered some good ground. I want to finish off today thinking about what's the ultimate self-care. We've talked about making it a non-negotiable. Let's just think, making it a non-negotiable. Not being too hard on yourself, making it fun. What did we talk about yesterday? Can't remember what we talked about yesterday. But today I'm thinking about asking for help. That's one that can be a big block for some people, asking for help. And we can do that in so many different ways. We can do that in terms of actually asking for help in order to free up the time to create the space for self-care. But we can also do it in terms of actually just saying, I'm struggling at the moment and I need help. And that can be on so many levels. That can be in terms of help around the house, help with childcare, help with mental health, right? So I was talking to somebody today about suicide and the impact of suicide on families. And that's a bit of a heavy way to end the week, so apologies for that. But I think it's incredibly relevant that when we are struggling, we are able to ask for help and that we don't feel like we are doing that on our own. Because the reality is that none of us are ever actually alone unless we put ourselves in that space. And it's a very easy space to put yourself into. It's a very, very easy space for people to put themselves into, but it doesn't have to be that way. So actually just being able to put your hand up and say, I'm not okay, in whatever way that comes over to you, is really, really, really important. So whether it's to do with mental health, whether it's to do with making the time and asking for help around creating space for meditating, for going for a run, for helping out around the house. It doesn't matter what you're asking for, as long as you are actually feeling like you don't need to do everything on your own all the time. If you're a single parent, then understandably there are going to be a lot of pressures on you to do a lot of things by yourself, and particularly at the moment, we don't have people that we can necessarily rely on to come and help us. Pandemic, lockdown, no surprises there. But I do believe there are always opportunities to reach out if you need to. And I've just got off the phone. I've just been FaceTiming my best friend for an hour. And I know the value of being able to have those chats and to just be able to, all right, fine, I wasn't asking her for help, but if I ever needed to, she'd absolutely be there. And I know there are other people who would absolutely be there. And part of that is about releasing yourself from thinking that you're a burden, which a lot of people think that if they ask for help, they're being burdensome, they're being selfish. And it's not being burdensome or selfish, because I bet if anybody asked you for help, you wouldn't be like, Jesus, they're so selfish. You wouldn't consider it for a moment. So why do we consider it on ourselves when we don't consider it on anybody else? Make sense? I hope that makes sense. It's really bugging me what that last one was. Oh, right. It was being focused on yesterday's one. That's just going to annoy me. Being focused on your why. Being focused on your why and why you're doing it. Okay, so that's it. If you need help, ask for it. There's always help. There are always people out there that will be able to help you no matter what you're doing. And on that note, have a lovely weekend. And I'll be back with you on Monday. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.